What's the most powerful food on earth? Welcome back to Recalibrate with Raw Natty Nate. The most powerful food on earth is our thoughts. How are we feeding ourselves every single day? Are we giving ourselves the proper nutrients, the proper food? Really, food is incredible. What we eat to nourish our body. It's powerful. But what kind of thoughts do we have within our minds? Are we feeding ourselves day by day negative thoughts? That's some pretty destructive food, if so. How can we think differently? It takes a little bit of time. It takes, just like any kind of good meal you want to prepare, it takes thought. We have to think about it. And it's kind of funny, the concept of thinking about our thoughts. But that's really a powerful way to ingest the proper food, is to think about what we're going to put into ourselves. What are we going to allow? Are we going to allow these thoughts that don't bring us up, that don't bring other people up around us? If so, that's a very powerful food, just like that. It's tricky. Depression, sadness, loneliness, all of these different conditions that we have because we're not feeding ourselves the proper thoughts. We've been given this amazing gift, this incredible gift of being a human, just for this short little bit of time. And we have the ability to feed ourselves, to nourish ourselves with the thoughts that we think every single day throughout the day. There's that saying, something along the lines of, you plant a seed, which would be that thought. And in order for that seed to grow into, let's just say it's a peach tree, we have to nurture it. We have to care for it. We have to make sure it gets watered, not too much water. But we also have to pull the weeds that are just growing all around that seed, and they want that water. They want that nourishment, these weeds. So we're having to constantly pull the weeds until that tree starts to get so big that the weeds just really don't have any chance to grow around it and to choke it out. I love that analogy because it's just incredible how the weeds just want to come in and grow, but we have to constantly be pulling them and feeding ourselves that good energy, the good thoughts. The most powerful food on earth is our thoughts. Be careful with how you think about your thoughts. Be careful what you feed yourself and what kind of thoughts you feed yourself. Be mindful of the food you put into your mind. Nourish yourself with the proper food, which are good thoughts about yourself. Affirmations. Affirmations are incredible. It's kind of interesting if you've never wrote down affirmations for yourself, because it feels just kind of interesting saying to yourself, I'm beautiful. I can do this. Whatever it may be in your life that you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to overcome. Maybe you're trying to overcome something very simple. Maybe you're trying to overcome something very incredibly difficult. How we nourish ourselves, though, will help us. I've noticed when I'm having a difficult time in life and I don't feed myself the proper food and I don't feed myself the proper thoughts, I notice those weeds starting to come in. And sometimes days go by, weeks even, and I don't pull those weeds. It feels like they're going to take over and choke out the seed that I'm trying to grow. And that seed can be many different things for us. Like skiing. Listen, I We went skiing for our first time together the other day. And it's incredible, those thoughts that want to come in. Maybe looking silly, falling down or hurting ourselves, being uncomfortable because we're trying something completely new. But we were able to lift each other up by pumping each other up, by feeding ourselves and feeding each other those powerful thoughts. So just wanted to make this quick little video for you guys and just remind you, the most powerful food on earth is what we feed our minds. Until next time, love you.